Hey, welcome, guys. How you doing? Coach DJ Pendergrass here, Exigent Sports, live on BBB Communications. A great show tonight. Got some amazing guests. I got one missing right here. You're going to pop in there, though. This show is brought to you by Trinity Home Care and Consulting Services, and we're excited about tonight's show. We got a special guest that just snuck in today. And Coach Kwayu Graham is going to be on the show. It's going to be an amazing event. I think he just walked in. Come on and join me, Coach. Coach Kwayu Graham, go ahead and join me. Made it in. Got Corey Anderson here. Vontae Henderson, Coach Stanton Stevens. John Spratling will join us today. LaDainian Pendergrass, Coach Tinker. Got a video from Brandon Hayward. Shout out to Behave. And the man, the myth, the legend, Coach Kwayu Graham.
How you doing, sir?
How you doing, Coach?
All right, my man.
Look good in blue, Coach.
Thank you.
What you got there?
I got this for you. I didn't see a blue one up there, so I had to bring one to you.
We gotta have this. We're gonna add this to collection. Right now, it's gonna go right here, right? And if you get a mini one, let me know. We'll add that to the collection as well. Guys, Exigent Sports. We keep it star-studded every week. Huge night tonight. A contribution to one of the greats. He's been all over the place, Coach Kwayu Graham. We're excited to have him, and like I said, a host of guests that are just excited for Coach Graham and him on his way to Herman. He's a Blue Devil now. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you. Proud to be a part of Herman and the Herman community.
Yeah, that's my family out there.
I got some too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
so it's going to work out good. So excited about it. I wore my Herman gear last year.
All right.
Yeah, I wore my blue tie today.
Good.
I got to represent. So shout out to you, Coach. A lot of stuff going on. You was the hot topic of the week last week. Hot topic was Coach Graham being the new head coach at Herman High School. Now, your name could have been in the hat anywhere. Why'd you choose Herman?
Sometimes, and I said this on that video, sometimes it's a path that we don't choose for ourselves. Mm-hmm. It's a path that a higher being chooses for you. You know, and there were some opportunities that I had at other places. Some would see more glamorous, I guess you would say. Mm-hmm. Not to take away from Herman, but it was just the right time and the right place. You know, I told them, no, you know, Herman, I don't know. I don't think I'm the right fit. And but when God speaks, man, you walk. You know, a lot of times people say, you know, talking about doors and stuff, you know when they say when one door closes, what happens?
Another one opens up.
I found out that ain't always true. So the first thing you do is go try pulling on doors, and they're not opening. You know, you keep on pulling. Then the next thing you do, old Kubler-Ross, that psychologist, the 7 stages of death or loss, you start looking down and having blame, shame, and excuses. Yeah. You look down so much, eventually your neck get tired and you look up. And when you look up, Lord have mercy.
There it is.
You look up, Lord have mercy. And then you think that, all these doors finna open. But they still close.
Yeah.
And that's because he wants you in that space, just you and him.
That's right.
And when you there sitting there with him, and you looking and you want to go and open doors, but he said, no, not right now. Sit and let me get to know you intimately. Yes. You get to know me intimately. Yeah. And that hurts. That's time. Yeah. You know, and when sooner or later you see all these doors open and you start stepping, because now he with you.
That's right.
You know,
that's
you
right.
Go that one, now he with you.
Right.
You turn to that one, and then he say it, and he'll say, well done. Yeah. Good and faithful servant. And that's what I did. That's why I chose Herman. Yeah. Well, I truly believe that.
Well, I love it. I love the story. I think it's fitting for you, your personality, your character. And how about it coming out the horse's mouth? It couldn't have been any better. And I appreciate the story, right?
Thank you.
You got a lot of people supporting you. And, you know, one thing about that door that is open for you, another door is open in the TSSAA, and that's the transfer portal, Coach.
Yeah, they you know, trends happen. Mm-hmm. Trends follow other trends, and that's a trend that's following, you know, you look at what's going on in college, you know, and the whole the whole perspective of sports, even from youth on, has changed. I call it an AAU mindset.
Right.
And that's what's basically leading sports today. And it's nothing against AAU, but, you know, you lose in that. It's some positive, very positive things that go on, but it's some things you lose too. You lose community, you know, and those are some of the things that the assets and the deficits that can happen when you change things. And in life, all things change. You know, things change.
Absolutely. Well, a lot of people excited about it. We do know with the transfer portal, and we're going to have Coach Vonce Henderson join us on the phone here in a few. Is Vonce ready? Yeah, sorry, Corey Anderson, sorry. Is Coach Corey Anderson ready? Okay. But, sorry, I lost track of thought that I know Corey Anderson is coming on here in the next minute, so I want to make sure we're ready for that. But with that transfer portal open up, as you said, following trends and things of that nature, coaches now are recruiting their kids that are already there.
Yeah, you have to.
Is that something that you feel like you're prepared to do?
Well, I learned, one of my close friends, my kid's godfather, got me at Austin East, and we went through this all the time. All the time we went through this, and Coach Stevens, you know, we tried to build, we were from Oak Ridge, so we tried to build things in that way and make kids have the things that other schools try to have, and he did a great job of that.
Right. When
I became the head coach, that situation still was going on. And I said this one time. They said, what about these kids going here? I did two things. First thing, I had a parent meeting, and I said, you know, if you feel like that, I think all parents should choose where their kids should go that's best for them.
Right.
I don't disagree with that.
Right.
But I asked the parents one night, I said, I understand what you're saying. You say it's for academic purposes and all these different things as a value. Mm-hmm. Your daughter's in my class. She's an excellent student. Would it fit her too? And I asked, what about your little nephew? You know, he putting flags up over there on the east side.
Right.
I think it'd be a safer environment for him.
Right.
Well, that year I got almost all my kids.
Wow.
But I say this, and Coach Stevens say this too. It's real easy to answer that question about kids going. They can make a choice of where they're going. But I've always said this: if my Kool-Aid as sweet as their Kool-Aid, they ain't going nowhere.
That's right.
I don't need nobody like bitter Kool-Aid.
That's right.
So it's that simple.
That's that simple.
Yeah, I mean, it's that simple.
Coach Kwayu Graham, we got Coach Anderson on. I think he was maybe one of your former players. So we're going to get Corey Anderson on here. Coach Corey, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, man. I got Coach Kwayu Graham right here with me, man.
It's not the big head boys.
Yeah. UT Star.
What's up?
What's going on, my man?
Yeah, man. Just got me on the calling and congratulations on your new job, man.
I appreciate it, Corey. I appreciate it, man. It's an honor. It's an honor.
Yeah, keep doing your thing, man.
Will do. I gotta keep that name going. You know what I'm a part of. You know what tree I'm under, right? So I gotta keep it going because I still represent you guys. I represent Coach Stevens. I gotta keep that tree going, man. And this is truly a blessing. I can remember when you played Herman, and you dang near killed that kid.
That was my first game.
Yeah. It wasn't pretty, Jim.
Actually, my first half.
Yeah.
The first half, yeah.
Oh man.
That set me up the first half.
Coach Stevens. Coach Stevens.
So Corey, tell me, what can Herman look forward to with a Coach Kwayu Graham?
Straightforward guy that's passionate about winning and teaching and consistent, care for his kids, and I mean he kept in contact with him all these years. I've kept in contact with him all these years, and I'm not the only person that feels this way. And this is a good coach all the way around.
Absolutely. If there was a good memory of Coach Graham and you at Austin East, what would that be? You can tell us the bad one. We don't mind.
I can tell you my memory was when Coach gave him the ball, and he was bigger than everybody, and he outran everybody on the field. I think it was Sweetwater.
I don't know, but just him. He called me I don't even think he called me my real name. He always called me Big Head.
That show Who We Ask, is that coming on the show? Is that Big Head?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said most of the time he don't say my real name.
That's awesome. Well, Corey, why I have you here, I know you bridged the gap between high school and college. High school and college is totally different today. What would you tell the young student athletes today on what it takes to bridge the gap between high school and college?
Oh, you got to gain the edge by any way possible. You got to work harder because you're not competing just against guys right there in front of you. You're competing against the whole country. So everybody has talent. And now you have to stick out another way by outworking the next person or learning the playbook, studying and film, all that stuff. You have to gain an edge any way possible. Your talent just ain't enough. You have to do more than that.
Absolutely. Coach Corey Anderson, I appreciate you and what you do for the community. Mm-hmm. And for you guys out there in Knoxville, Coach Corey, he does training for no cost at all. So if you guys are looking to get some extra work, Coach Corey Anderson, hit him up on Facebook. Be more than happy to get your kids trained up. Coach Corey, thank you for taking the time to join us tonight.
All right, no problem. Thanks, Sam.
All right, have a good night.
Yeah. Big head boy. Yeah, Corey Anderson. People ask me all the time, you know, Coach T was special athlete, one of the best, by far one of the best athletes. So they always ask about kids that I coach, you know, and they bring T the best athlete. There's a good chance he is. Right. But Corey Anderson is one of the best athletes I've coached.
Wow.
And Corey, I can't describe all the things that he could have been if we would have got him out a little earlier.
Right.
But he was a special athlete, and he's a special father. His son, I think, has a master's degree, graduating from the University of Marshall. Plays football at Marshall. Yeah. So he's been a great leader. Quiet, but one of the best athletes I've ever been around. Not just coached, but been around.
Wow. And that says a lot. And I talked to Corey. He was on the show last year when I first started. And I remember him telling me I didn't even like football. I just want to play basketball. And Coach Stanton Stevens and yourself, I think, willed him in, and he wound up playing.
Stanton dared him.
Yeah.
Stanton bet him or dared him or something, said he couldn't do something, and he wanted to prove Stanton wrong.
Well, how about that, guys? You get a chance to meet Coach Stanton Stevens after we take this commercial break. Hang tight. We'll be right back.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
In our community, everyone deserves access to quality health care. At the Free Medical Clinic, we offer no-charge medical services to those without insurance. There is never a bill at the Free Medical Clinic. From primary care, preventative care, diagnostics, and specialty care, our dedicated team is here to help. The Free Medical Clinic, taking your fear away from becoming sick or hurt. Go to fmcor.org to become a patient. Remember, there's never a charge for your care. fmcor.org.
Feeling overwhelmed with your business finances? At P&L Business Services, we handle all your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax needs. From federal tax returns to QuickBooks training, we've got you covered. With over 25 years of experience, we provide customized packages to fit your business. Focus on what you love most, building your business. Let us take care of the rest. Call 865-294-4792. P&L Business Services, empowering you to grow your business.
Make this spring all about enjoying the experience. When you ride on your new Ferris commercial mower featuring patented suspension technology, you'll have more than freshly manicured grass. You'll experience productivity and comfort like never before. And because you won't be slowing down for those rough spots, you'll mow more lawn in less time. Ferris, experience suspension.
Your local Ferris dealer is SL Bowman & Sons, 524 North Front Street in Rockwood. Call 865-354-0600.
Welcome back to Exigent Sports. I'm on the bench. The bench is brought to you by Corns Motor Company. Hey, guys, I've been shopping with Corns Motor Company for 14, 15 years. I can't keep up with it. Not only do I buy my cars there and bought all of my vehicles there, I also get all my service done there. So if you're looking for service, make sure you go see Brian out there at Corns Motor Company. Tell him Coach DJ sent you, and I'll sure you here to take care of you. Guys, I have one of the closest people in my heart to help me. Everybody has that one guy. It's that one guy that put him over the gap. I was a Yahoo. In between the Yahoo and just being real bad. And it was one man that taught me how to shake another man's hand. And that changed the whole difference in my life. His name is Coach Stan Stevens, and I'm on the bench because I know the relationship that QuiU has with Coach Stan Stevens. I had made a post a long time ago. Somebody believed in, it was a leader that believed in somebody else to lead. And Coach Stanton Stevens believed in QuiU Graham to lead. And he followed Coach Stanton Stevens at Austin East. And all of a sudden, QuiU Graham came out and is a leader as well. These two gentlemen have been mentors to me. Coach QuiU has been a mentor to my childs, a few of them. One of them is his best bud now, T-Ray. But just great men, and it was just an honor for me to be over on the bench and let these guys take over the show at this point. So from the bench, let's take it to the set.
All right, Stan. You on the set now?
I'm on the set, man. I believe I got tricked, man. Somebody put the trick on me. I didn't know it was going to be this type of show, but it's all good though.
It's all good.
Yeah, we back teamed up together. It looks like.
That's right. That's right. And that's a good thing, man.
Look out.
That's right. You better, y'all. Jesse Smith, it on right.
Look.
Hell yes, sir. We're not back to back. We're not going back to back.
Not back to back.
Yeah. So yes, Stan. I just want to say, I said it before. You know, I love you, and I want to thank you for that opportunity. People don't know it, but Stanton Stevens, I was walking in a time of my life where I was in that mark where you don't know where you're going. I left school, made some bad decisions, left school, and I was walking to the Civic Center, and Stanton was coaching. You were with the freshmen, I think. Or when you JV, you was toward the street when I seen them. They may just had the team split
with the
up.
Freshmen, we had the freshmen down there.
Yeah, and he was coaching with Oak Ridge. Yeah, coaching Oak Ridge High School, and if you know Stanton, we used to call Stanton the premier athlete. Stanton was prime time and Shannon Sharp before they ever came about. He was going to say it, so he pulled me to the side, and he said one day I'm gonna get a head coaching job and I'm gonna hire you. And I'm looking at Stanton, thinking of Stanton as the premier. Okay, and kept on walking. And he kept that word, which changed my life forever. And I want to say thank you for that. Thank you for that. He's the godfather to my children, and love him and appreciate. Great coach. Austin East, he keep telling us we got some work to do over there in Roane County at Herman, but he keep telling us we're going to be in Chattanooga, Murfreesboro, wherever they're going to have it together, and it's going to be soon. So, and I truly believe that.
I'll say this, in referencing QuiU, we played together. One of my claim to fame, I was able to throw a couple of touchdown passes in high school, and I threw both of them to him. And I don't know if they were good passes, but he caught both of them. And, that quarterbacks or I guess, what was I, split end?
Split end, something like
whatever, split end, tight end.
Had more touchdowns than the quarterback.
Yeah, just as many. And I think the touchdowns he threw to me. So with that being said, just knowing QuiU all my life, I tell young coaches all the time, don't be afraid to hire people smarter than you. If you're the smartest guy on the ship, then the ship's going to be kind of limited. So in my coaching, I've always tried to hire the smartest, best coaches I could find. And, just happened to find my brother there. And the rest is history. The things that we were able to accomplish at Austin East could not have been done without him and his input. He has a very unique way of looking at things, and I thought we worked really well together in that sense. There were some things that I would tell him, and then there were some things that he would tell me, and we used those things to help those young men move past where they were in East Knoxville and get out onto a bigger stage. Just watching from afar this particular program with Coach DJ Pendergrass, I never would have thought he was going to do this when I was trying to get him to come out there and run the ball. He wanted to tell me how good he was, and I kept telling him, hey, just relax. Slow down. We'll work on it, and the one thing I liked about him then as a player, he had grit. He was tough. I mean, he was physically tough, and he didn't like staying down. So in my mind, that's what football is all about. And so I figured he can be a good football player. So with that being said, it just being back home, being back in East Tennessee, I get to look after my mom. I get to look after my dad. That's why you come home. And I was blessed, and it is a blessing to be able to be the head football coach at Austin East again. And so for me, it's kind of like full circle. I'm back, and I get to spend a lot of time with my brother again, and that's important. I'm sure we'll get our teams together, and we'll learn and grow off of each other, and then look out to the rest of East Tennessee because, you got the Harriman Blue Devils coming, and you have the Austin East Roadrunners, and we're trying to get it back to where both of these programs have been. My first playoff loss was to Harriman. We lost to them in the regular season, and then we lost to them again in the playoffs. So there's history there, and I'm well aware that Harriman, those guys are on the way back, all the way back. And I told Kwayu, I told Ms. Dot, I said, hey, you give us a couple of years, and we're going to be down at that state championship game together. So with that being said, I've got all kinds of faith in him and what he's able to do. Because I've seen him do it. And with that being said, this is great. And doing this show is great. We need to get DJ back over here, sit him in the middle, and kind of rough him up a little bit.
I'll take over for just a second. I'll take over for just a second. Guys, we have Coach Vontae Henderson. He's on the line. Soon we're going to pull up that video from Brandon Hayward as well. So, Coach, if you don't mind, you know how to work that phone over there. Let's get Vontae Henderson on the line.
Vontae.
Yo.
How you doing, my man?
Man, I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing well. Me and Coach Steve is sitting here.
How you doing, Coach? Didn't I just see you down at the state championship game? Basketball?
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, you saved me. Yeah. Well, how you doing, man?
Doing pretty good. How's it going down there in Middle Tennessee?
It's going, man. It's a different grind, but yeah, it's going.
I bet.
Yeah.
Y'all got a lot returning back?
Yeah, we got we have enough. We got enough, but it's a recycled product down here. It's plug and play. So it's next man up for what it is that we lost last year, and. Yeah, I mean, you look at it, it'd be time to get it on here in a couple months.
Absolutely. That time slips by really quick.
Yeah.
Vontae, tell me some of the things that you do with your guys in the off season. Like we're getting ready to come up. School will be out in another month and a half. What do you look forward to in the off season?
Well, here we do a lot of camping. We do a lot of camping, and we do a lot of college visits with our camps. We don't really partake in a lot of the showcase type camps. Our thing is getting our kids in front of colleges, but probably one of the biggest notions that has taken place down here that is I guess new is you don't have a lot of training groups that's associated with Oakland football. So being down here at Oakland every morning, you open up that indoor facility, and it's 40 guys in there that's going through spring practice, pre-workout, type drills, whether it be bag drills, footwork drills, stance and start. So our thing is, from January up until June, you have, at least 120 days to prepare yourself for the same test that they're going to put you through when you go to college. So, not when you go to college, when you go to that college campus. So our mindset is to try to take away the stage fright, or, a lot of kids get to those colleges and they don't really know what a 5-10-5 shuttle looks like, or the L drill. But when you do it every day, competing against guys that you grinding with, and everybody got a mission, what we done saw is it really maximizes that kid's opportunity to be able, to develop on his own time and go into that visit or that workout with that particular school and showcase his talents, with a lot more confidence than a kid who, typically just does spring ball, and he may do 2 or 3 weeks of training before and 2 or 3 weeks going into it. We just, it don't stop down here. We have an Alabama, Nick Saban type mindset that when you go to the state, we took our 3 weeks off from the time that we got out of state, and from there our off-season program started. And our off-season actually, it started in January, and it won't stop until we kick it off that first game.
Well, it's good to hear from you. We miss you. We miss you. We know that you're going to be in a position real soon, and just proud of you, man. And you tell your son, we're proud of him. Keep going forward and keep that beautiful smile he has. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I will.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, take care, Coach.
All right, thank you.
All right. How about that? Valen Henderson. The guy came to Oak Ridge for a while. We had his boy, Valen Henderson. Vontae Henderson was just on the phone. I mixed their names up a lot. I'm a big fan of Valen. That's why I say his name a lot. But, guys, we have a more exciting show coming right to you. But for now, we have to take a small break. Give us a moment. We'll be right back.
Make this spring all about enjoying the experience. When you ride on your new Ferris commercial mower featuring patented suspension technology, you'll have more than freshly manicured grass. You'll experience productivity and comfort like never before. And because you won't be slowing down for those rough spots, you'll mow more lawn in less time. Ferris, experience suspension.
SL Bowman & Sons, 524 North Front Street in Rockwood.
Every woman deserves compassionate, quality care, no matter her income. The Free Medical Clinic provides free, comprehensive women's health, including mammograms, annual physicals, and pap smears, and includes an entire suite of primary and preventative care services, all at no charge. The Free Medical Clinic is providing peace of mind to the women who make our homes and businesses work. We keep you healthy. Go to fmcor.org. Because every woman deserves peace of mind knowing she has the medical care she needs, even if she can't afford it. fmcor.org.
Feeling overwhelmed with your business finances? At P&L Business Services, we handle all your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax needs. From federal tax returns to QuickBooks training, we've got you covered. With over 25 years of experience, we provide customized packages to fit your business. Focus on what you love most, building your business. Let us take care of the rest. Call 865-294-4792. P&L Business Services, empowering you to grow your business.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way. We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Coach DJ here live from Exigent Sports. The show is brought to you by Trinity Home Care and Consulting. Thank you so much. We appreciate everything that they do for the community and being a part of what we do. If you worked at any DEO plants and you have some illness or issues from your employment, make sure that you call because you could be eligible for some benefits. That's 865-685-0942. Thank you, Trinity Home Care and Consulting Services. We really appreciate it. And right now we're on the bench. The bench is brought to you by Corns Motor Company. Corns Motor Company, hey, I'm telling you guys, if you see me in my rides, those was where I bought my cars for the past 14, 15 years. And they're still running because I take them there to get them fixed. So if you need any service done, even if you're not looking for a car, stop by Corns Motor Company and see them about even getting you some service. The show rolls on. Still have some great legends here. Coach Spratling joins us here in the studio. Excited about Coach Spratt. Coach Spratt gave me a lot of gems several years ago. I played against Coach Spratt. I went to Clinton Middle School, and he was coach at Robertsville then, and he's still at Robertsville, and he holds so many different records, doing a lot of things for the community. Not only for the community, he's touching the world with a lot of things that he's doing with the Scarborough 85 movement. Very excited about that. But again, he's been one of those mentors that's gave me some gems. He was like, here, take this page out of my book and use it right. So these men that I'm bringing on today are not only close to Coach Kwayu Graham, but they've also helped me in my ventures in life, my ups and my downs. When I'm wrong, they'll tell me I'm wrong and put me in the right direction. So live from the bench, let's take it to the set.
Thank you, DJ, for inviting us. I'm super proud of this guy right here, man. We've been together a long time. We started out at Woodland and Jefferson and Oak Ridge High School, and we was college roommates at East Tennessee State as well as teammates. So to be here and to congratulate him on the job. They got a winner in Kwayu Graham.
Absolutely.
We've been winners all our life, and I know he's going to continue doing that. Like he said, he's a winner, and I know he's a winner. So I appreciate you having us on, and my homeboy's going to turn the Blue Devils back around.
Absolutely.
Thank you, John. It means a lot. DJ kind of brought out some of the things that you're doing that's bigger than sports. It's bigger than sports, and you always, people forget about years ago when you started the scholarship program. They forget about those things. You did that. I remember you would call, you frustrated, and you would say, but I just got to keep doing it for the kids. And then you move from that to something else. We joke with you, calling you the mayor, but honestly, that's what you are. Especially from our community, the GVC, you've done so much to bring out so much, and I want to thank you. I love you. You are my dad. You his other son, and we're just so proud of you. And I want to thank. I didn't know that this was what this was about. I just was coming in to DJ and get my 10 minutes like the show and walk out. But I want to thank DJ. This is honestly a shock, and got my best friends and here, and it means a whole lot to me. And just to know that they're going to support me, and they're going to support me because they truly know my purpose. And winning games is something that I'm going to do and I want to do, but it's winning life. And all of us have tried to do that with kids. John has broke records at Robertsville. He's the winningest coach in the school history. And I'm waiting for that. They ain't put that court in your name yet, have they? They ain't put Jim court in yet?
No.
Well, we need to go ahead and get that done as soon as possible. Yeah, he needs. Yeah, oh man, that'd be good. Yeah, he need a statue up the gate. Oh man, that would be good. But just thankful for him and Stanton Stevens and John Spratling, and I named so many that are setting the example for people to try to achieve and try to make, and that's big.
Hey, Coach Spratt, would you tell the people exactly what the 85 Scarborough 85 is and what they can do to help contribute.
All right, Scarborough 85 are the first students to desegregate a public school in the southeastern United States. Robertsville Junior High School and Oak Ridge High School in September of 1955, as well as they were the first group to integrate sports at Oak Ridge High School in December of 1955. Kwayu's uncle and a couple more, 2 other players integrated sports, and basically we owe homage to those guys in paving the way. So I'm just doing my part to make sure we remember who paved the way and get that story told and get those guys their rightful place in civil rights history. So we on a mission to do that. You know, we were 1 year before Clinton, 2 years before Little Rock 9, and 5 years before Ruby Bridges integrated in New Orleans and Louisiana. So it's a pretty big thing, and it's just been quiet for too long, and we can't allow that. We just got it in the school curriculum, and it will be in the new textbook adoption in the coming school year 2027. So we're looking forward to that where we can teach our history.
Well, I appreciate that, Coach. What can the people out there do to help contribute to your efforts?
We are raising money for it. You can visit our website, www.scarborough85monument.com, and make a contribution to help us get Oak Ridge's rightful place in civil rights history.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Coach. That's Coach John Spradlin, Robertsville's most winningest coach. Is that winningest? That don't even sound like a real word, but it is. He's won the most games over there at Robertsville, but in life he's winning the most. He's helping young men and women, and he helped shape and mold the future, as you heard, the textbooks. Getting our history in the textbooks. The Secret City was a secret city for a reason, but after Coach Spratt is done, it won't be a secret anymore, and we greatly appreciate all the gratitude goes to you for all that you do. Joining me now here on the bench is my son, LaDainian Pendergrass, and I brought LaDainian Pendergrass in because he had an opportunity to play for Coach Jay Graham, and Coach Kwayu Graham was the assistant there, and I just wanted his take. I wanted to know how he felt about the experience he had at Concord Christian under Coach Kwayu Graham. How you doing, LaDainian?
Good, yeah.
Good, man. Thanks for joining the show. I really appreciate you taking the time. I heard you did Superman speed to get down here. Is that true?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. He's setting records. So I really appreciate you taking the time. And you had experience with Coach Kwayu Graham at Concord Christian School in your 8th and 9th grade year. Can you give the people at home a little bit about who Coach Kwayu is and what Harriman High School is getting out of a Coach Graham?
Great coach, great person, great mentor. Like I said, not just great coach, he's a great person all around. I mean, when somebody couldn't talk to me, I could always go to Coach Graham, or he would always come to me. He just brings, great vibes, great, he's someone that you can talk to, trust, let things out as a man.
Wow. And a young student athlete needs that. I had that in Coach Stan Stevens. I didn't know who I can talk to, who I can trust, but to be able to go to Coach Stevens actually helped shape and mold my life. What would you tell Harriman to look out for as a coach? Outside of being a great man, as a coach, what can they prepare for?
Just be ready to work. Be ready to work hard. You got a great coach. He's going to do great things.
Now, at Concord Christian, I know you and Jay Graham butted heads a few times. And you had to go to Kwayu Graham, right?
Yeah.
What's an experience that you can remember that is a lasting impression on you and your life with Coach Kwayu?
First game. Come on, boss.
You got the dog in your boss.
First game of the season, actually, I'm pretty sure it was. Something like that. We played Clinton. Blew up. I really, I wasn't in my right mind. And, he was the only one that could talk to me. Even though I still left the game, he was the one that talked to me and, calmed me down, got me in my right mind.
That's awesome. Dana, I appreciate you speaking your truth and giving Coach Kwayu Graham his flowers. Coach Kwayu, I have to take a commercial break. There's anything you want to share back with LaDainian?
Yeah, I just the kid has so much talent, and some people call it a fault. It's not a fault. It's passion. And when you have a kid with passion, first thing coach want to do is you got to understand it. And it takes players to understand players. And I guess that's why we could relate, because I've just changed it to make it more scientific than what I was saying instead of right and wrong, and the kid was right. But, sometimes passion, you just got to take a second to get your seconds out. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much what I would tell him. But I'm telling you, he's going to be something special, man. Something special.
I appreciate that, Coach. Coach Brad, I appreciate you joining the show. It means a whole lot to me, guys. We are on a time schedule. I do have to take a commercial break, but it's not over. Hang tight. We'll be right back.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
If anyone knows the joy of rescuing animals, it's me. Just ask my rescues, who are all very important members of my family. Your life can also be forever changed by adopting a shelter pet. And it's not just about the happiness your pet gets from finding a loving home, but that which you'll get from bringing them into your life. The heroes at American Humane have been helping animals for more than 140 years. You can learn more at AmericanHumane.org.
In our community, everyone deserves access to quality health care. At the Free Medical Clinic, we offer no-charge medical services to those without insurance. There is never a bill at the Free Medical Clinic. From primary care, preventative care, diagnostics, and specialty care, our dedicated team is here to help. The Free Medical Clinic, taking your fear away from becoming sick or hurt. Go to fmcor.org to become a patient. Remember, there is never a charge for your care. fmcor.org.
Feeling overwhelmed with your business finances? At P&L Business Services, we handle all your bookkeeping, payroll, and tax needs. From federal tax returns to QuickBooks training, we've got you covered. With over 25 years of experience, we provide customized packages to fit your business. Focus on what you love most, building your business. Let us take care of the rest. Call 865-294-4792. P&L Business Services, empowering you to grow your business.
In life, there are things that suck, but we do them anyway. Family photo sessions with matching outfits suck, but we do it anyway. And you know what else really sucks? Getting screened for cancer. But you've got to do it anyway. Screening can save your life from cancer, or even help prevent certain types of cancer. For more information, visit getscreenedforcancer.org.
Make this spring all about enjoying the experience. When you ride on your new Ferris commercial mower featuring patented suspension technology, you'll have more than freshly manicured grass. You'll experience productivity and comfort like never before. And because you won't be slowing down for those rough spots, you'll mow more lawn in less time. Ferris, experience suspension.
Your local Ferris dealer is SL Bowman & Sons, 520 Front Street in Rockwood.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
If anyone knows the joy of rescuing animals, it's me. Just ask my rescues, who are
coach / ump. Just wanted to say congratulations on the coaching job you got, man. I know you're going to do great things at the new school, impact those kids well, push them well. Just want to say thank you for all the times we spent together and the memories we shared, the stories we shared. You know, I'm a little hurt that I didn't get coached by you, but it's all right. I just know what you're going to do at the next school and do your thing, man. Love, Coach.
Thank you, Brandon, for sending that video out. A lot of people have messaged and called me, and they're asking me stories about Coach Graham and who is he. I remember going to the doctor. I talked about this last week. Had a doctor's appointment, and my nurse is a Kingston. She was like, who is this guy? How good is he? Oh, no, we're going to lose to them again this year. And I just give a lot of props, you know, to Coach Graham. And so many people have reached out to me and asked me questions. And the best way that I can answer the question is to bring the man here on the show himself, and which is a blessing to me. He's like I said, he's helped me in so many ways, been a tremendous help to me. And I asked him, I was like, Coach, if there's anybody that you would want on the show, who would it be? Right? You see all the people that I brought in and messages and things. He mentioned one person, and that was Coach Tinker. Coach Tinker's at Harriman right now. And he was there last year, right? And he made a stamp. A lot of the kids talked about him from Oliver Springs. Now the kids in Harriman are talking about him. And lo and behold, now Coach Kwayu Graham was talking about him. Let's take it to the set. How you doing, Coach Tinker?
I'm good. How are you?
Thank you for joining the show. You was mentioned highly by Coach Kwayu Graham. What are you expecting out of your season this year?
Well, first, Coach, I appreciate you asking me to be on tonight. It means a lot. Expecting out of the season, I expect we're going to be pretty deadly. Not going to give too much inside information, but I think people are going to start talking real soon.
Absolutely. And Coach Graham, you had mentioned Coach Tinker. Why Coach Tinker?
Well, when you come into a situation, it's a couple things that you know. You know that coaches are interested, that's been there, that's been successful, that done paid their own way, and it's the next step for them. And they have a choice, all right? When you come in as a new coach, you know that there's coaches that apply for that position. And I welcome that because I've been in that boat, you know. Right. And with Coach Tinker, he said, Coach, I worked hard to get where I'm at. And I immediately, because I did my research, I knew of him, I said, you're going to stay where you're at. And that's that defensive coordinator. And from that point on, he just kind of looked at me. And you can see the relief. Yeah. He was relieved, and I'm thankful for him in these two weeks. It was really more than 2 weeks. People don't know this. It's been several weeks. He's been my guy. You know, Stanton Stevens always, you know, he said tonight about my role with him. You got to have that guy that's smarter than you, that guy that works harder than you. But in the back, he's the whisperer. Right. He's the one that said, Coach, what about this? Right. Never seeks for the attention, and that's what Coach Tinker has done. He has anything I ask him to do, and I still work at Oak Ridge. He's running the Herman program, and I hope I can keep him for 2 years. I want 2 or 3. Right. I'm going to try my best for 3. I won't have him long, and I know that, and I accept that because he will be a head coach very, very soon and have his own program. Absolutely. So I'm very thankful for him. He's been. Man, the way Coach Stevens talked about me, and we were best friends, so he knew me. I knew of Tinker and his dad and coaching. And I know you know him. Yeah. Oliver Springs and Norwood, but he's been. I couldn't ask for anything to help with the transition more so than what he's done. Absolutely, and that's awesome. And people at home, you know. I've talked about this a long time. When I bring coaches in, one of the biggest questions that I want to ask the coach is, you're the head coach, you're the leader. How do you make a decision on how to hire coaches? So this is to Coach Graham. How do you make a decision on how to hire a coach? Well, for me, it's all about a fit. You know, I give coaches an opportunity. I'm trying to build a program, not win a season. Yes. And sometimes you have to go through. They learn you, you learn them. If anyone's interested, I doubt I would have told any coach no that was on the staff. Right. But I would have just told them my expectations and what I'm expecting from them and about me as a coach. Then they get a chance to choose. I want to build the best staff that I have, but I'm there to build a program, not win a season. And it may take a season. But the ones ones that are behind, you can teach. If
Absolutely.
they really want to be a part, you can teach coaches to be good coaches. Not that I'm the end all, but I've been successful doing things a certain way. You want to find coaches that are good teachers in school.
Yeah.
That are good teachers. You want to find coaches that have a reputation of being good men and outside of the school or on the football field.
Right.
You want to hire coaches that's willing to invest and that communicate and not afraid to communicate. I told coaches today, we had a coach meeting, I said, we can fuss, fight, and argue, but when it leaves these doors, I want you as passionate as if it was your idea. And those are the type of coaches that you look for.
Absolutely. That's awesome. And Coach Tinker, Coach Graham is already saying he's not going to have you long. Coach, what is your dream job?
I don't know if I really have a dream job. I just, whatever the best fit for me, best fit for my family, and kind of like what Coach was talking about earlier, trusting in a higher power to open that door that I can walk through, I can step through, but I've got to do it with him, not against him. And to me, that's my biggest goal is to, if I decide to take a head coaching job, it's going to be at the right time that's going to be best for me and my family. Right now, I'm at my dream. Getting to stay at Harriman, be a defense coordinator, learn under Coach Graham. I've heard some great things, not just tonight on the show. Tonight's been great. But I've heard some great stories, and other people have reached out to me and told me, hey, you're going to do good things. You're going to enjoy this year. And like Coach Graham said, maybe 2, maybe 3, I'm going to be there as long as I can be.
I love that. And I'm going to go away from Harriman for a minute. I'm going to travel to Oliver Springs. Kylie Barger. Oh, my goodness. Kylie Barger, the MVP of the 8th grade All-Star game. Tell us a little bit about Kylie, Coach.
Kylie is that's my baby, and she works really, really hard. She's pretty good. I don't give her the credit that she always deserves. I always tell people she's all right.
Keep her humble.
She can play.
Keep her humble.
Try to keep her a little humble, but she can play.
Yeah.
She's going to have a very exciting next 4 years of her life. I'm glad I get to be a part of it. I'm glad that I get to watch her grow and play as a player. The one thing I do want to say about her is how much I think she has grown as a leader this past year, not just on the court, but also off the court. She's done a great job with her teammates and really trying to become that extra leader that you look at it as one of your best players. She's a vocal leader, which is nice to have. But she can also quiet down, take over a ball game, and then afterwards make sure the locker room stays good.
And I've definitely seen that just by one game that she plays. She's definitely a certified leader, and her next 4 years, wherever that might be, somebody's going to have a joy out of that young lady because she has the IQ, a very keen IQ to play the game of basketball, and she does it very well. Now, I'm going to travel down just a little bit farther through Oliver Springs, down to Norwood, and we're going to bring you today's Hot Topic. Today's Hot Topic is brought to you by Tennessee Jays. Tennessee Jays is running a flag football program this year. Yes, we're back. Tennessee Jays flag football program, only $40 to sign up. It's going to be played at Norwood Middle School. There's going to be 4 weeks in June and 1 week in July. Every Saturday from the beginning of June to the 1st of July, every Saturday we're going to have games out. This is ages kindergarten through 8th grade. Get those babies signed up. You can reach out to me on Facebook, on Messenger. If you don't already have the link, we can get it sent to you. It's DJ Pendergrass on Facebook, and send me a message. I'll make sure to get that link out to you, and make sure that you make someone aware, and please share. Get all these babies signed up. It's $40 is not bad, and although we're keeping score, although we're keeping records, this is a non-competitive league. This is something fun to do for these kids around here in the Morgan, Anderson, and Roane County areas. Of course, we're accepting Knox County and anywhere else. But we just want to have these young student athletes to have something fun to do, boys and girls. $40 to enter, and it's just going to be a joyous time. So we're excited to have Tennessee Jays flag football back, and it will be played where we first started at in Norwood. Today's Hot Topic is brought to you by Tennessee Jays Flag Football League, and we're excited to have you guys. Now, 7 vs. 7 is taking over. Coach Kwayu Graham, why is 7 vs. 7 so important, or is it so important?
I think it has to do with it. It allows for competition. There's good and bad with it. But the good outweighs the bad. It allows for competition. Skill set. You have to have certain skill sets to play that game. It's kind of like basketball in a way. Mm-hmm. Just IQ, different IQ, depending on what you're doing. Some of the negatives to it is you start bad habits by trying to reach for a touching person and reaching for a person instead of coming down, forming up to tackle. A lot of what they do schematically is difficult to run plays on. They're using some type of a man zone, which only 5 people can be in a route and 5 people can cover and 2 people extra can defend. Yeah. So it makes it tough. But for quarterbacks, it's really good because you really have to have great understanding of your route combinations. You have to get the ball out your hand and throw it with velocity. For the receiver position, you have to understand spacing and getting to where you have to get. Secondary-wise, you got to learn how to tail and defend moving people. So it's a lot of good, some negatives to it, but it's good. Biggest thing is competition and having an opportunity to compete.
Absolutely. And a lot of people are just focusing in on 7 vs. 7 because they really believe that's going to bridge the gap between high school and college. They're going to get out there and they're going to make these plays. Somebody's going to see them. Recently visited Wofford College with LaDanian, who was just here, and they was like, yeah, 7 vs. 7 is good. Send us your film. Mm-hmm. But those are highlights. Are you going to send us your lowlights? Mm-hmm. So they look for character. So you guys are trying to bridge the gap. They're looking for character. And they're not just going to talk to you as a player, you as the parent. They're going to talk to your coach. They're going to talk to your neighbor. They're going to go to the teacher. They want to know how you are as a player. And that's what's going to help you bridge the gap. And if you don't have that relationship with that coach, your high school coach, that is, to give you that to get there, guys, you can almost forget your super dreams of going to the next level. You have to be coachable. You have to have good character. The coach has to give you a good shout-out to that next-level coach if they really want you, because they'll pass on you. Like Coach Corey Anderson said, everybody has talent. How do you separate yourself? So we're in closing now, and so for the final closing moments, we definitely want to go back to Coach Kwayu Graham. Coach Kwayu Graham, in closing, what do you want to have to say to your people here and the people that you're going to in Harriman?
First of all, this was a total shock once I seen what was going on. I did not know. I thought I was going to get that first 10, and right before the first, and I was going on. But DJ, the Jones family, thank you. This means, everything that's happened with Herman has meant a lot. Seeing my guy T and Coach Gaddis and everybody talking. My cousin Muti. Yeah, Muti shouting out. That meant a lot to me, and everybody shouting out to me. But now it's time to win, man. Yeah. Thank you for that pat on the back. Now it's time to put something on that field that people in Herman are going to be proud of. Now it's time. It's time. Everybody can say what they want to. They can pat you on the back, but it's much easier to blow boo out your mouth than to raise your hand and clap. So I'm trying to get claps, and I'm ready to roll. I know my staff is ready to roll. We're building. The principal is ready to roll, and Herman the mayor is ready to roll. The mayor said he took what I said. He said it's time. Yeah. So I got a responsibility, but I will say this and remind people of this. I'm here to build a program, not win a season. And thank you all. Love, man. Much love. Thank you.
Absolutely. Coach Graham, thank you so much for joining. All the guests, thank you so much for taking the time to join me here on Exigent Sports and to give Coach Graham his flowers on his way to Harriman. Harriman, from me, you have somebody great. Get to the games. Go away games. Do the fundraising. Do the things that he asked of you. And I assure you, he's building a program, and that's what matters. He has a plug, and he has a connection, right? He can take that plug and connect it up. It's up to you to follow. He's a leader, and he's a great one. And I'm excited for Roane County and all that's going to come forward. Guys, Coach DJ Pendergrass here live on Exigent Sports. If you're already here, go ahead and make someone aware. Please share. Thank you, Trinity Home Care. Thank you, Corns Motors. And everybody at home, have a great, great week. Good night.